Everyone talks about narcissists and empaths. You probably know someone who fits one of these descriptions. Maybe you've wondered which one you are. But here's the thing most people get wrong. Narcissists aren't just selfish people, and empaths aren't just overly sensitive. The psychology is so much more complex, and there's something most people never consider. Narcissists and empaths are drawn to each other. They complete each other. But that completion often creates a cycle that hurts them both. I ran 5 psychology tests comparing narcissistic traits with empathic traits. The results uncovered something that explains why these two types end up together so often. Here's what I found.
Test 1. Empathy capacity. This test measures how deeply someone feels what others are experiencing. It's not about being kind, it's about how your nervous system is wired. People with high empathy have active mirror neurons, meaning their brain literally mirrors what they see other people feeling. They don't just understand pain, they experience it. People with low empathy operate differently. They can recognize that someone is hurting, but they don't feel it the way empaths do.
Scenario 1. Someone you care about had a terrible day. They're sitting quietly, visibly upset. High empaths feel it physically. There's often an ache in their chest. They feel almost compelled to help. Low empaths, they might notice the person is sad, but they don't feel urgency to fix it. Scenario 2. Someone tells you they're having thoughts of harming themselves. High empaths feel overwhelmed, feel responsible, take on their emotional weight. Low empaths, they calculate. How does this affect me? What does this person need? They approach it logically rather than emotionally. Scenario 3. You see someone on the street who's clearly struggling. High empaths feel drawn to help, can't walk away without guilt. Low empaths see it as a societal issue, not their personal responsibility. The psychology is clear. Empaths are wired to absorb. Low empaths are wired to observe. Neither way is right or wrong. They're just different operating systems. Test 2. Narcissistic traits. Now, here's something most people misunderstand. Everyone has some narcissistic traits. Psychologists measure this on a scale. Most well-adjusted people score between 15 and 30. People we'd call highly narcissistic score between 60 and 80. But, and this is important, narcissistic traits aren't purely destructive. They're often survival mechanisms. Low narcissism means you worry about how others perceive you. You feel guilt. You can admit when you're wrong. High narcissism means you feel justified in most things you do. Guilt doesn't really affect you. You turn most situations into a win. You see other people more as extensions of yourself.
Here's where it gets interesting. Empaths usually score low on narcissism, around 5 to 85. The gap is enormous, but that gap is exactly why they attract each other so strongly. Test 3. Relationship patterns. This is where the real pattern emerges. A typical empath is drawn to people who seem broken. They confuse pain with depth. A typical narcissist seeks out empaths. They need someone who will continue to value them. The narcissist showers the empath with attention, makes them feel special and chosen. The empath thinks, nobody understands this person like I do. The narcissist thinks, I found someone who will stay. Both things feel true, and that's why they stay together for years sometimes.
But what's actually happening is a cycle. The narcissist gains supply from being admired. The empath believes their suffering has meaning because they're trying to help someone. Test 4. Emotional boundaries. The narcissist says, I can't live without you. If you leave, I won't survive. The empath's response? I feel responsible. I can't leave. Maybe if I try harder, things will work. The narcissist suddenly becomes distant. No explanation. The empath spirals. Here's what's happening. The narcissist tests boundaries. The empath interprets it as their failure. Test 5. The core wound. Both narcissism and extreme empathy come from pain. The narcissist's wound is early neglect.
If nobody values me, I'll become so valuable that everyone has to. Grandiosity covers shame.
The empath's wound is often different. They had to become the adult in relationships. They learned that their value came from helping others. Fast forward to adulthood. The narcissist needs constant validation from others to feel human. The empath needs to feel needed to feel worthy. These two needs fit together like puzzle pieces, but the puzzle is toxic. The truth: narcissists and empaths do attract each other. They do fulfill needs for each other, but they fulfill those needs in ways that keep both people stuck. Neither gets what they actually came looking for. If you're watching this and recognizing yourself, know this: the pattern isn't your fault. Your wounds are real. Your needs are real. But staying in a cycle that repeats those wounds won't heal them. Only you can do that work. If you've recognized yourself in these tests, subscribe, because the next video is about how to break these patterns and build relationships that allow you to grow. Don't miss it.